Hey everybody, this is Steve with Landstay. One more time, bringing you a property in central eastern New Mexico. This is a ranch ready, what I call ranch ready property. It's about 11 acres, and I'm pretty excited about doing a video about this one. Landstay, for those of you who don't know, is a company that I developed in the mid 90s. We bought and sold more than 15,000 properties all over the country and Canada and generated more than $20 million, all without financing anything or incurring any partners or anything. It's just we all kind of started with our bootstraps, and it's gotten to be quite the entity. If you're interested in learning how to do this, we are starting an educational portion of Landstay. It's called landacademy.org. It's just a shell of a website if you go there now, but we've got developers working on the educational package. So shoot me an email if you're interested in that, and I'll make sure that you're part of it when it becomes live. Okay, so this 10-acre property, it's almost 11 acres, is in southeastern Albuquerque. I think it's actually could be construed as even a suburb of Albuquerque. It's that kind of that close. Yikes! Here, sorry about that. And I call it ranch ready because it's close to somebody else's ranch, less than a mile away. The roads are all bladed in. This is part of the Tierra Grande Association, which is just southeast of Albuquerque. Let me pull out a little bit. So you could theoretically have a ranch and work in the city if you needed to. Um, and that's not all. I mean, that's just only one good thing about this. This property. Tierra Grande is it's an association that was developed, I think, in the 60s or 70s. And if you do a Google search on it, you're going to find out that there's some wonderful people that work there and provide road management and maintenance, and it's just general maintenance of the subdivision. So check that out. I think they ask $75 a year in HOA fees, which I think is really reasonable for what you're getting. Um, you're not buying a piece of property in the middle of nowhere, which I think is really really valuable. You got to be a little bit careful with that on the internet. This property has all four of the what I call the four A's. So it's affordable, it's accessible. You can drive right up to it. Um, it has an attribute, which is some of the attributes of this property are um, it's close to the Manzano Mountains, which I just think is gorgeous. In a second, I'm going to show you these ruins and stuff that are up here. You can go hiking. And it's also one of the great attributes about it we already mentioned is the proximity to Albuquerque. So it's got that. And then the fourth A is acreage. You know, when you buy a property like this, you don't want to buy a tiny little 2,000 square foot property. You want to spread out on it. That's kind of what this lifestyle is all about. If you want that, you can go live in the suburbs anywhere. All right, let's scale out, take a look. This, by the way, is the Rio Grande, which is why this is all really green here, just for fun. Since we're all in here, let's go and take a look. You can see I don't know what time of year the satellite pictures were taken, but you can see everybody's doing the farming based on the water supply. And then I-25 that shoots north and south kind of stops along the Rio Grande. And then you got all that, which is fantastic, and then you've got the Manzano Mountains. So let's jump into these mountains and take a real good look. I've hiked up in here before, and it's just fantastic and beautiful, and I can't say enough. I mean, this property, look at this. It's, you know, 2 miles. It's it's 2 miles from the Manzano Mountains, which is pretty amazing. That's a silly picture. And then this Pueblo mission. Let's go in here a little bit. We can say we went to like a mission today. It's just so cool back here. Right out of right out of a John Wayne Western. Little mission. I'm trying to keep these videos short because my staff keeps telling me that nobody pays attention after 2 or 3 or 5 minutes. So, even though I think this is a blast. If I had my way, we would fly over Albuquerque and run down some of those side streets in Santa Fe and look at some of this cool stuff because it's a lot of fun. But everybody tells me to keep them short. So, all right. So in light of this, this is a terms property. We're selling it on terms. It's not a cash sale property because I really believe this property is worth a ton of money. Let's go. Well, let's just go see how much it's worth. Or not worth. Good. So here's Manzano. It's right where we were. The property is right here. It's right here where my mouse is. We've got 11K for 11 acres, 27K for 20 acres, and we're asking 20,000 because of the utilities and the things like that, and the fact that we're financing it. So we're asking a little bit more. So we're priced right at about this in the right area. 28 acres for 40 grand, and it's even further out. So 40 acres for 35. So that seems priced about right to me, especially the fact that we're doing financing on it. So we're priced right. The property's in the right place. It's got the 4A's like I mentioned. Just looking at this video, it makes me want to go explore the thing. And then we got the Rio Grande and Santa Fe. So proximity to Santa Fe is outstanding also. I don't need to say. I hope I don't need to say much about Santa Fe. Santa Fe is a world-class destination for artists and people who are retired, and New Mexico itself is getting larger and larger and larger. So I hope this video was informative. If you have any questions at all, please email me at service@landstay.com. Thank you.